Woo. First time turning on. Hi guys, welcome back to our video again. So today we got to test ride this new NC750X 2021. This is the first time riding it, so it's more of like a first impression than a review thing. Okay, first thing, just sit on it to try the ergonomics. Okay, so not that bad. It's supposed to be shorter than the previous generation, and indeed it is. So you can see 2 feet firmly planted on the ground. And let's turn on the dash. We thought the dash would be a full color TFT, but it's a digital. And you got your mode selector here, which is here you can see this. Now it's standard, rain, user, sports. Okay, let's try standard first and see how it goes. So you got fuel and your, I think this is blank. Not sure where the temperature is here. Then let's try to start up the engine. So also updated, instead of the lower button, it becomes like a more premium kind. So you see that color indicator. I think that's the rev limiter. So the rev limiter, hazard light, high beam. Let's go for a ride and try it out. Okay, I would say first off it's smoother as compared to the older NC. The older NC has this like a V-twin feel that is like a galloping horse, but this one seems a little bit more tame, less punchy. So we will try the lower speed road first, the congested traffic, to see how it does on the slow speed performance. I think the vibration is slightly lesser as compared. Maybe it's just a placebo effect. Because it's new, then of course you will think everything that is good about it. Is there a button that I can adjust this? No. So there's no physical button on the dash. It's quite light though. I'm not too sure because my hand is short or whatsoever, because I felt that it's still a little bit stretched out to the front. Then I need to bend a little bit forward to reach the handlebar. It would be good if it's like that, okay? And then at least you sit upright. Okay, the pickup is good. So once you twist, you will get the power delivery on standard mode. Hey, not bad, not bad. Something you can have fun with. The next thing we are trying is the heat lah, okay? So basically, I had to ride a few more rounds on the slower speed to see if you feel the heat on my calf and all the stuff. And then we will hit to the flyovers or the expressway to give it a shot. So try the brakes. Okay, the brakes are not that bad. The initial bite is there. Okay. The suspension is not that bad too. So if let's say I'm at gear 1, we see whether we can change the mode. Oh, we can. I guess we can change the mode when we are stationary. Let's try rain mode to check out if there is any difference between the throttle response as per earlier on standard mode. And then maybe we will switch to sports mode and give it a shot. I keep constantly almost hit the horn when I'm trying to change the signal. For Honda bikes, it's inverted, so constantly you always get the wrong button on the horn or the signal. You always get mixed up. Okay, I think we can switch this to, there's voltmeter, okay, which is good. Time, average speed, how much fuel use. No, I don't want this. I can't change. Interesting. Nope. Interesting. This thing can only show like liter per 100 kilometer. It doesn't show kilometers per liter. Doesn't seem to have a way that I can tune it. Just record. We are in the rain mode. Actually, the rain mode is also quite responsive. Whoa. Okay. I can't really tell the difference between the rain mode and the standard mode if I'm not paying very close attention. So let's try the standard mode. Oh, okay. Yeah, slightly more power and more engine brake. Not significant that you will feel a huge jump. Okay, why not we try sports? Oh, so you need to close the throttle for the dial to kick in. Alamak. Once you want to try the sports mode, we hit a congested traffic. Slightly more sensitive. While we're waiting in the traffic, so just want to share with you a little bit about the update on this current year model 2021 as per the previous generation. So the signal light has changed to all LED. The front headlight has a separate high beam instead of the uni light. They basically splits into two. The storage space here, or the trunk, is bigger now. I think they redesigned the frame a little bit. Some styling update on the side panel, and also some band design thing, and then they also have sharpened the line of the overall silhouette to make it look more sportier. So the NC is still an NC. It's designed for mainly commuting, and it's supposed to be very fuel efficient and also very reliable because it meant to be ridden all day, all distance, all the time. Okay, it rev up a little bit faster, but I would say yes, makes a difference. So in order for the mode to dial in, I need to close the throttle. Just now, that's what we said. Okay, I starting to feel the heat. Just, I wouldn't say it's hot. It's just like a warm, maybe like a hair dryer on the lowest heat. Okay, that's about it. So I think it's a very good machine for congested traffic. I still find it a bit weird that this is adventure bike, but I still need to lean forward. So it's a sporty adventure bike, I guess. I felt that it's less gruntier than the older NC750, probably of the ride-by-wire, and they also retuned the engine a little bit with high horsepower, higher torque, or probably they also smoothened the power delivery. I'm still curious why this car goes to kilometer per liter. 7 liter, 4 liter. So 4 liter is about 25 kilometer per 100, 25 kilometer per liter. So I assume this number, the lower the better. I think this is to turn off the rev limiter light. So let us try off. Yeah, correct. Whoa, it's quite stable, but the wind protection is not great, I would say. I can feel the wind all over my face, my chest. Okay, I think the only place this windshield is protecting is anything below your chest. Okay, we will try to make a U-turn later on to see how agile this thing is and the weight balance. Oh, this is a big U-turn. Not that bad. I would say standard lah. Huh? There's no good and bad. It's just standard. So the right field is smooth, really smooth. It just keep going and going and going. Less raw as compared to before. So the suspension is not too soft and neither too hard. I would say that it's skewed towards your daily ride. Yeah, it doesn't bounce around a lot. It might be different if it's under extreme condition lah. So, but we are just talking about your daily commute kind of thing. Okay, now we are heading towards the highway to try out how does it work or how does it feels on the highway cruising. Okay, meanwhile, we will try to use it to squeeze through traffic, no issue. Not too big. I mean, if you can do it on a bigger bike like African Twin, it shouldn't be an issue here. Okay, it's pretty stable on super slow speed. Okay, I need to move faster, if not the car will horn me. Let's try the right lane, the fastest lane. See how this bike goes. As concluded, this is not very good in the wind protection department. I can feel all the wind smacking into my head. Acceleration, no issue. I'm just fine that the riding posture is slightly more speed bike than I thought it would be on a adventure bike. I think the acceleration has to be kept on the 3 to 4,000 RPM. Okay, before you switch or drop gear or whatsoever. Anything below that, you can feel that the bike is struggling, or you will feel that jerkiness. Surprisingly, this bike has a lot more to offer. I'm cruising at 90 and I'm only at gear 5 with a 3005 RPM. So if I push it hard, I guess 180 to 200 shouldn't be an issue if we are looking at top speed number. And it's pretty stable in corners, probably because of the lower height adjustment. I technically don't find the need to use gear 6 on this bike, surprisingly. Once you are on gear 6, I guess you are breaking the speed limit already. So see, under 3 RPM, I can feel the choppiness of the acceleration. So the clutch is really light, as we mentioned earlier, because it's a slipper clutch. It's not really like super light, but it's something that is really bearable for long traffic, especially those who like to visit or cross border and you got stuck in the jam. Okay, the pickup is good. So what do I think about this NC750? I would say NC, being an NC, is a very practical bike. It's something that is really focusing on two areas, the economy and the reliability, which it has been proven for all its years. So I would say that if you are looking for a super powerful machine, sexy looking machine, I mean it's better looking now as compared to the previous gen, then the NC is not your selection. It has all the tick on the box, but it doesn't score very high on all of them. It doesn't have your bell and whistles that you are looking at or you will feel proud of, but it's a very practical bike which you can ride it every day. I would say almost everywhere. Probably if you are going for a tour, other than your luggage storage, the other things that I will look at will be a taller windshield and also a bar riser to move the handlebars slightly backward, so I don't need to bend forward and sit more upright. So that's generally how I think of this bike. And looking at the price point of view, it makes sense that it doesn't have all your bell and whistle. At least now it comes with ride mode that you can adjust. It gives you a, I would say, three different kind of throttle response feeling on a single bike. So maybe that's the plus point. But personally, I'm not a electronic guy, and the throttle response on the different mode is not very different, okay, from my point of view, probably because my hand is not as sensitive as any other riders in terms of throttle response. If you did not pay close attention, when I say not much different, I mean if you compare rain to standard and standard to sports. Of course, if you jump from rain to sports, then you will feel the difference. Actually, the fuel economy is really not bad. You see, every 3.7 liter is 100 kilometers, so it's definitely higher than 25 kilometer per liter. For a class 2 bike, for slow moving traffic, that's pretty awesome. So right now, I don't really feel the heat. The fan is already on. Heat that the fan blows out is really like hair dryer at lowest level. Time to go. Okay, pardon me on all my pointers, which they are all over the place. Usually I categorize all what I want to say in a category, but today, because it's the first experience, so all the pointers are off the mind. I will just trash it out immediately. I found that the seat is really comfortable. Just I went through a little bump. It's not hard, it's not soft in the sense that when you sit on it, it will sink in. It's firm, it gives you that bounce, so it compress and then it will basically push you back to the original foam. I think the foam is good, and the cushion I can feel that is quite thick. Thank you guys for watching our video. See you on our next video. Bye bye.